Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here, back to do your bonus read for the 22nd of January. I just did the what's cracking. Oh boy, I've got the tower at the front and that's a pretty tough sort of way to start shuffling. And I was thinking about it and I kept thinking, all I've got in my head at the moment is the Dua Lipa song, I Don't Give a. And I thought it's funny because I don't mention songs when I'm reading. And I know some of the other readers do, and I always find that either really beautiful or really enlightening. And I thought it was quite interesting that I'm reading that and I get off that reading and all I've got is that song. I love Dua Lipa, but just that song running through my head there. So I'm not singing it though, but she's clearly singing in my head. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Sorry, I digressed a little bit. I just thought I'd share that with you. And for the newcomers, welcome on board. Yeah, I'm a little weird like that sometimes. My children always tell me I'm weird, but that's okay. I live with that. Five of Pentacles, different pack, after tarot, same card. So this card came up in the What's Cracking. Now, I mean a tarot pack's pretty sort of, you know, there's quite a lot of cards in a tarot pack, and yet I can change the deck 3 times and get the same card in all 3 spreads, and sometimes several of them. So the Five of Pentacles talks about being sort of low, being left out in the cold, feeling spiritually low. Sometimes it's about feeling alone, but definitely about feeling cold. And you can see these people feeling quite beaten up and out in the cold. So this is the way this card says that you might be feeling at the moment. For other people, it might be a little bit different in varying degrees, but basically you're feeling a bit left out in the cold. Okay, first card we have out is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is a card that represents fire signs, so Leo, Sagittarius. She's a very attractive woman. She knows her place, she knows her value. She has her cat, which means she is very in touch with her intuition. And she also has a sunflower, which means she's ready to birth new life and sort of take new life with her. Her wand's actually sprouting new life here too. So I think that you might be feeling very much in a position of wanting to start something new. And look what comes out with it after the sunflowers. How beautiful is that? This too has sunflowers here. Beautiful card. We have the sunshine, best card in the deck, all about joy and happiness. Moving forward, you know, and knowing that you've got this beautiful, every time I see this card, I can feel the warmth of the sun on my back. That's how it always feels to me. You know, walking down a beach first thing in the morning, and the sand's a bit cool, but the sun is just warm on your back. Queen of Cups coming through here. Queen of Cups is representative of the water signs. Now, she is very nurturing, very motherly, can also be quite psychic and intuitive. So you might have a very intuitive water sign around you at the moment. Okay, and then we have the Devil. Wow, we love the Devil card. The Devil card talks of obsession, taking things to extreme. That's things like lust. It can talk about being tied into a situation that you can't get away from. Maybe someone's really got in your thoughts here and you can't let them go, that obsession. Sometimes it talks about ego. Narcissism, being stuck in relationships that are codependent. So we've gone beyond the obsession into codependency. This is about toxicity. Okay, and then we have a King of Cups. So we're definitely talking about a water sign here. We now have the King and the Queen in this reading. So I think you're very much dealing with someone who's quite possibly a water sign or water dominant in their chart. The King of Cups is quite different to the Queen of Cups. While she's emotional and quite comfortable with her emotions, he's more composed. He's learned to temper the emotions. Sometimes he can come across as cold because he is very careful with his emotion, but it's just because he's learned how to deal with things very differently to the Queen of Cups. She's more out there, more it's funny because I don't know how they represent, but I feel like the Queen of Cups represents more of the Cancer type of personality, where the King of Cups could be more like a Scorpio energy. Oh, we have the Lovers here. Very nice. And we have the Lovers next to the Devil here. So we have like the two extremes. The Lovers talks about, you know, having equal love, seeing eye to eye. Can talk twin flames and soulmates. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in this reading. I've not seen a reading like this. It's quite interesting. So I have two people being represented by two different types of cards. Now, the King of Wands is a very attractive man. He is, you know, very sexy. He's the leader. He's the go-getter. He has a real passion for life, real, you know, he's ambitious. That's the word I'm looking for. There's an ambition here. Ooh, I think some of you have got two people in your life here. Some of you have got two offers. Okay, and we have a brand new start. So we're talking choosing between two. This is why you have the Lovers in the middle, because the traditional meaning of the Lovers was the choice between two people. And you've got two people on either side. Wow. Okay, so we have the Fool coming out. That talks about taking a leap of faith. Okay, and then we have the Two of Cups. So we're talking twin flame here. We're talking deep and meaningful relationships here. Okay, I'm going to do a recap. And we have abundance at the end, which is absolutely beautiful. Very interesting reading. Okay, alrighty. Very, very nice people. I think some of you at the moment have given up a little bit on having something in your life. I feel like you're feeling a little down, a little bit depressed and a little bit sad. But I want to say to you, don't. Things are happening here very rapidly. So for some of you here, this has been about self-development. It's been about bringing yourself to a place where you've understood codependency, toxic relationships. You have a great understanding of how to have a healthy relationship now. Because you've sort of gone from being this sort of, you know, passionate, sort of lusting person into someone a little bit more composed, you know, has their emotions in check a little bit more. You're sort of understanding how not to overreact. You've probably understood passive aggressiveness. There's a lot of things that you've learned here in this process and in your relationships. And this energy of this Devil here is about being able to cast that ego aside, that thing you've been taught to think with rather than feel with. So you've gone from being this Wands energy through to being, so you've gone from sort of coming from this hot, passionate, lusty side into being much more calm with your emotions and much more understanding. The sun's shining brightly here. So I know it's been a bit of a transition for some of you, but you have been able to let your ego go and start to understand who you truly are here. Now, there's definitely love coming in without any doubt, but I feel like now that some of you are actually vibrating at the right level to bring in your twin flame. This is the first time I've seen this like this, and I know that this has been a really long journey, but the energy here says to me someone is ready now to bring in this new love. Could be, you know, there's nothing here to say it's somebody you know. Could be someone brand new, could be somebody you know and someone brand new here, because you have two people here. What I want to say to you here is you have someone who's very lusty, passionate and quite a sexual being, and you have somebody here who's a little bit controlled in their love, but who's much more grounded and much more able to feel love and express love. And the universe is now saying, you've come from this back here. You need to be able to see it now in your potential suitors. We're going to use an old-fashioned word again. So the universe is saying, now you get the opportunity to pick the love you want over the love you knew. Beautiful. Brand new start, soulmates, abundance coming in. Absolutely fantastic reading, folks. I can't even tell you how this feels here. The vibration of this reading is amazing. It's like, here you go. Here's your test now. We're going to offer you true love, or we're going to offer you passion and lust. Which way are you going to go with that? Are you going to choose the passion and lust because that's how you were always taught a relationship should be? Or are you going to hang out for the real thing now, the true love? Because I think a lot of people are put in our path who teach us you know, about how to, you know, be sexual beings, how to be lusting after someone. And I think really and truly a lot of us just crave to be really loved and properly loved, not artificially loved. This lust and this grab you have for some of these people is so fantastic to start with. I mean, you just can't keep your hands off each other. But then when the lust starts to wane, there's no love to continue the relationship. So somebody walks away to go and find this lust again, not realising that it's about loving someone. So very beautiful, very deep, meaningful reading too. Okay, I have the card of number 11. Now, I remember this guy here because he's like a master manifester. So I think he's like the magician, but I will read from the book. And it's, I can't even pronounce his name, Lughnasadh, the Celtic cross-quarter holy day that welcomes the beginning of autumn. The corn is ripe and ready for gathering. So the meaning is, in the cycle of life, there must be offering for blessings bestowed. It is not enough simply to receive. You must also give back. You may need to sacrifice one plan or dream in order to bring another to fruition. That's exactly how I see this. You may have to sacrifice the person you've been lusting after, who, you know, is passionate and driven, in order to have true love. What a great reading. Thanks, everyone.